They're just, well, it's just like Mama said, they're just like our children.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, Madame they've had one hell of a mess for 21 years with Matthew, and it's just they got it from now on too.
Turn it off. All right, let's go. So let's see. Tell me what are you remembering about when they came to pick you up at the airport? I mean, they had to be coming back from war. It's gotta be.
Well, hell, I was 23 years old.
Yeah.
Then hell,
Oh Jesus! Yeah, but still, Pop. I mean,
yeah.
your father and your mother coming to get you, and you've been in a battle.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. So, he called you. No, you were right. You skipped ahead. I did. So now you went to get the job.
Yep. And I worked that one green season, and then I don't know. It must have been about Thanksgiving. I knew good and well the job wasn't gonna be permanent or anything. So I don't know. Hell, I got laid off on a Friday. Well, hell, Monday I went over to your office and talked to Dylan. I said, I want a job. He said, all right. Put me to work right then.
I mean, is this somebody you knew?
Dylan Tier, yeah.
Yeah, well, but...
He was the youngest one of the tier.
Oh, but did he know you or you knew him?
Yeah, I knew him.
From when you worked before?
Well, his wife and Harold were first cousins.
Really?
Or something, yeah.
Wow.
So I'd known Dylan for a long time.
Wow.
Dylan. And I guess if Dylan's still living and I haven't seen anything about him dying, he's pushing 90.
Wow. Have you looked him up on the internet?
No. I looked up, not too long ago, and he and his sons, they got some hell of a, they built the governor's club or whatever it is there.
Yep.
And they aren't in the LOLTR construction anymore. They sold out to Hanson, which is a British or a German firm, one or the other, but they're still operating around Durham and Mesa under the same name.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the name, of course. Okay. All right, so you're back, and now you're going to work for an LO tier.
Yep.
Let's go.
Driving a tractor trailer.
Really?
Hauling stone from Durham up to Clarksville, Virginia, up to Bugs Island. People building that road on top of the dam. And all that kind of stuff. Yep.
Wow.
And I had applied for the highway patrol. And I was accepted and gone through patrol school, and I think I got out of patrol school, I don't know, it started in May, I think, and got out of patrol school July or something. And Robert called me and told me my job was open if I wanted to come back to work with the factory. He was sure I could get on permanent. I said, no, I'm on the highway patrol. I'm going to stay where I am. So.
Wow. Well, let's go back then. So, how was the highway patrol? I mean, that's when you stayed on the patrol?
Yeah.
How was being a boot?
Well, hell. Well.
You were a Marine, so,
Yeah. Well, that now, kind of hell, they had to shave their heads and all of that kind of mess. And I think there were about, I don't remember, maybe 60 of us that started through patrol school at the same time, but there was one in that school that was not a veteran.
Really?
So we weren't gonna shave no blame heads, we weren't gonna get out and do a whole lot of PT, and we weren't gonna do no damn running.
Yeah. I'll shoot him or drive him down. Yeah.
But every Monday that they would come out with a number that was on the patrol and how many vacancies that they had on the patrol. I saw that week. Well, our school was the last, every school that had gone through from year one up to ours went through the same way. We went through school up at Institute of Government, 54, the old road when you went up the hill, that's right down the left, across from the cemetery.
Yep.
And they gave you a place to sleep, and we ate up at the Carolina Inn. We'd walk march back and forth to the Carolina Inn, and seeing if I was an older Marine, I was the drill sergeant, marching them back and forth every 3 times a day.
No, give us a timeline. What year are we talking now?
52.
52.
Yeah. So, but every Monday, when they'd come out with that list, X number of vacancies on that, all during the week, we had Sergeant George Stewart was there, Sergeant E.W. Jones, and Corporal Clark T. They were there on the highway patrol there. Everybody else.
Corporal Teague?
Yeah.
Who became Colonel Teague?
No, E.W. Jones became.
Oh.
You're thinking of Bill Team. I was Bill Team's.
Oh,
training
yeah,
officer.
okay, yeah.
Bill made
Team,
it.
not Teague. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But anyway, one of them would step in the classroom and point to so-and-so, a thing like that. You look out the corner of your eye, and it won't belong until you would see him with his suitcase heading out to his car. Never would know why he was dismissed or any blame thing. Well, I guess it was about 2 weeks before we got out of, before school was over. They had gotten down to where the same amount of, they had more vacancies on the patrol than they had men in the school. And they didn't have a call for anybody else to go out or anything. Well, everything there was kind of easing off. We still didn't have any idea we were going to get a job. They hadn't told us. In fact, we didn't know we had a job until the night we graduated.
Wow.
And they tell you where you were going. In fact, I was going with a girl then and graduated from high school a couple of years after me that I had gone to Rex and was a student and had been a student nurse and was an RN in Raleigh.
Wow.
So I put down for Raleigh, and that's why I went to Raleigh. But Edwin Kirby was stationed. Edwin Kirby was from up in Roxborough. Bobby Cloninger from, up there, west of Charlotte, right down in South Carolina. Kings Mountain. He and I, we went into Chapel Hill one night. God, we couldn't, you'd get off every other weekend, or you got off on Friday afternoon and be back Sunday night at midnight. The other weekend, you had to stay around. But anyway, Kirby, Bobby Cloninger and I had gone into Chapel Hill and hit every beer joint in Chapel Hill and Carrboro. And E.W. Jones was hell on drunk drivers. We saw him standing out front. And we went over and parked my damn car, and Bobby Cloninger and I slipped around the back of the car and came in the building on the back side. Kirby went right up to him, and Kirby barely could stand. Shit, fuck. But I guess maybe a couple of 3 days later, a bunch of us out there on the porch one night talking.
Now, this is back at the...
Up at the Institute of Government. The old, it was one of those old army barracks.
Yeah.
We were out there talking, and he said, now, I don't know if any of you are going to come on the patrol or not. I've got no idea. But of course, he knew who was coming on then. But he said, I don't know who's coming on or if anybody's coming on. He said, but now the ones of you that do come on, if you're stationed in the mountains, you'll either learn how to drive right quick or you're going to get killed with one or the other. The ones of you that are going into the Piedmont or down in the coastal plain, the only thing I can tell you to do is find you a good bootlegger.
Teach you how to drive?
Teach you how to drive.
Yeah. So go down to go down to Charlotte. There you go.
But no, I didn't have. I believe every one of us got just about where we wanted to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so tell me about. I mean, at that point, you knew you were going to be on the highway patrol.
Yeah, because we got our jobs in the night we in fact, we graduated on a Friday, and they gave us that weekend off, and then we reported to work on Monday, and I went to Raleigh. In fact, Eddie Chadwick was my sergeant, and he was up there for graduation. So he told me that night, he said, all right, said, they had one of those little travel trailers out there that they had back as some kind of inspection stations back in the late 40s. And he had that for a district office and had a little bed and everything back in there behind it. And it was all at the radio station. Well, I could go down to the radio station and take a shower and everything. So he said, you can stay here if you want to, and that'll save you apartment rent. So,
Really?
yeah.
You stayed there?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, tell me about graduation. I mean, what was that like? How many of you was it?
I don't remember. I've got that picture.
I remember the picture. I remember 3 rows of people.
But I've forgotten how many of us it was.
And did your parents come? I mean, gang of it?
Dad came.
Did
Mama
he?
did, but the daddy was up there.
Wow.
But
And were you wearing your uniforms at the graduation?
hell no, we wore civilian clothes.
Really?
Civilian, yeah. Well,
Oh, because you weren't.
we had already been sworn in. We'd already gone to Raleigh a couple of days before then to Thad Ewer's office. We'd gone into Thad Ewer's office and been sworn in, and gone over there to supply. And J.D. Griffin had given us a basic number of shirts and trousers and a pistol vest.
What pistol did you have?
That Model 10 Smith & Wesson 38.
What kind of shooting training did they give you in the?
50 rounds when we went through patrol school. And
Really?
Another round fired.
Well, if most are veterans anyway. I mean,
No,
you probably have to shoot a lot of those, but. Well, okay, well let's see. So now.
but I remember who was it? I've forgotten the boy's name he put me riding with. Right to begin with. But anyway, I didn't ride with him but just a few days, and he transferred up to Elizabeth City. So that's when he put me riding with Glenn Russell.
Glenn Russell from Beaufort?
No, Glenn Russell well, his home was in Fairmont.
Who am I thinking? Glenn
Harris.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But Glenn Russell's home was in Fairmont. He put me riding with Glenn. Well, Glenn, he had been working maybe a couple, 3 weeks, and he was supposed to work technically by the book. He was supposed to ride with a senior patrolman for 6 weeks. Then they would issue you a car, and he would ride with you for 6 weeks, and then you would turn you loose. But I was staying at the patrol station and the shop and everything. Well, the hell, I'd go in the radio station every day, over in the shop talking to the mechanics, and Shorty Couple was the maintenance chief over there. He was one of the original mechanics that went with the patrol when the patrol was formed.
And what car was it? What were you driving?
What kind of car?
Yeah.
I got a black 51 Ford Custom Line, the only one the damn highway patrol had then.
Really?
And in fact, they had a whole bunch of cars parked out there that had been turned in, and they had that black 51 Ford sitting out there. It didn't even have a whip antenna on it. You just had a regular street antenna on it. So I walked in the shop. It was the only custom line, had all the chrome and everything on it. So I walked on back in the shop and I asked one of the mechanics, I said, whose black 51 Ford is that out there? Belonged to Major Lynch. He was there. He had gotten a new car.
At least you didn't steal it.
And turned that one in. Okay. I didn't think nothing else about it. So, hell, maybe a week or so later, went in there and had pulled it in and cleaned all the pigeon shit off of it best you could and everything, and put the decals on the door. You know, the state highway patrol, the decals, what on the door. Still hadn't put on a whip antenna or a damn thing, just had that regular antenna. So I reckon it won't, but just a few days later, hell, I hadn't been hadn't been on nothing like 6 weeks like I was supposed to have been on. Maybe 3.5 weeks, Chadwick came in. I was still in there in the office. He asked me, have you been over to the shop this morning? I said, no. He said, Mr. Couple wants to see you. I said, okay. I said, yes, sir. He said, go on and get your car, carry it over to Apex and get it cleaned up. call Whit Saunders to come pick you up, bring you back. I said, for what cause? He said, that black 51 Ford sitting there.
Oh my.
So they came to that. But then, hell, to piss everything off, in their wildest damn dreams, went wrong before they came out with a damn thing and said that everybody in our school gonna get a 52 Chevrolet, a new one. I wanted to keep my damn black Ford, but they gave me that black and silver Chevrolet.
Wow.
But hell, I hadn't been, well, Russell, I called Glenn that afternoon. He came by to pick me up. I said, you gonna ride with me for a little while. So he rode with me, one with a couple of more weeks. Hell, I hadn't been on with about 5 weeks in the whole damn thing. Still in there waiting. Waiting for Glenn. I was, he and I were working early. He said, Chadwick came in. He said, what are you doing in here? I said, I'm waiting for Glenn. He said, go on to work. Then I then got my car and went on to work. The first ticket I gave to Londa's Fields.
Do you knew him before? You just remember the name?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Alonda's Fields.
Londa's Fields, up there close to Bethesda. I'd heard the name. I met him.
I mean, I don't know the name.
He was a bootlegger.
Oh.
Big bootlegger. But I'd heard his name all the life. And I happened to meet him up there inside Wake County, maybe about a mile, and I met him. He was going east, speeding. Well, it turned around on him, and I got a clock maybe between 60 and 65. Pulled up behind him, hit the siren, and he pulled right on over. Asked him for his driver's license, and his driver's license had expired. Well, I knew good and well who it was right then. And he looked at me and said, "Aren't you Carl Palmer?" I said, "Yep." He said, "Your dad has been trying to catch me for 25 or 30 years and never has, and here you are, you catch me right in the beginning," and started laughing. Right then. But,
oh, that is just too great.
But, hell, he taught me more about driving and helped me the most. Shit.
Which, your dad or Alonda's?
Lawnless.
Really?
Yep.
Lawnless?
Lawnless Fields.
Lawnless Fields.
Lonless.
And he taught you driving? I mean,
Tell
tell me about
what
that.
to do and every darn thing.
Well, tell me, I mean, how did that develop?
I got it. Like I told you, the first cars we ever ordered, that first car the states, well, anyway, I had that 52 Plum, 52 Chevrolet, and there was 4 of us. They sat down in Robinson County in 53. I went from Wake County, Red Averett from Durham, Malcolm Parnell from Person, and I've forgotten who from Orange went down there. But anyway, when we went down there, we met T. Fair, and he was a sergeant in that district. They had a rash of fatalities in Robinson County, way above what they usually had. And he gave us our assigned areas. I was to work NC 41 from Lumberton to the South Carolina line, and anywhere off to the side roads I wanted to go. And I rode Red Averett, I've forgotten where he was working. Malcolm Parnell was working up there around Pembroke. And I've forgotten where the other was working. It was good duty. We didn't investigate wrecks. We didn't get drunk drivers. If we caught a drunk driver, we'd call for Robinson County to come to us. Mm-hmm. Give it to him. We didn't take nobody to jail, didn't investigate no wrecks, nothing. Just made a
little paperwork.
But I remember the only we didn't get but 1 day off a week then. I've forgotten what university it was. They had run up some national survey and they had figured out Tuesday they had less fatalities than any day of the week. So that's when the majority of the patrolmen were off, was on Tuesday. Well, hell, Mom and I were living in Raleigh then. Well, hell, Monday night I'd make it a point, I'd be down there in Fayetteville by the time I got off duty. And shit, I'd go home. So it must have been on a Wednesday. Boy, I was down there close to St. Paul's, and a big car was a Lincoln pulled out ahead of me. And it was caught him between 65 and 70, stopped him, and there was a hell of a nice fella driving. Some other fella in there with him asked him his driver's license, gave him to him, told him speeding, 65 mile an hour, that, no problem, no question to ask him. Well, hell, we were writing a citation book every couple of 3 days, because we could make all the damn arrests we wanted to make. So, we'd go into the clerk of the court and give her a citation book. She'd draw up the warrants, you'd sign them, going about your damn business. Well, there were 3 or 4 Caucasians working in there, and 1 Indian girl. There were 3 separate school systems in Robeson County then. Caucasian, black, and Indian.
Wow.
Yep. And so I noticed she was going through my book and writing out the warrants, and she got the one name, and hell, she went around and showed it all those other girls. Came back up there to me, said, "Do you know who this is?" I took my book. I said, "Yeah, De Brutz Cutler Moore." That's what he said. That's what his driver. De Brutz Cutler Moore. That's what his driver's name was. I said, "That's what his name was on the driver's license." Said, "Do you know who he is?" I said, "De Brutz Cutler Moore." He was either chairman of the county commissioners or head of the state ABC board, or either vice versa, one of them. I said, "So?" She said, "Well, I don't know what to do here." I said, "Ma'am, did you see Gone with the Wind?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Do you know what Rhett Butler told Scarlett O'Hara, Franklin, Scarlett, I don't give a damn?" I said, "Franklin, ma'am, I don't give a damn. Now you either draw up the warrant or don't. It don't make a damn to me. Do what you want to do." I said, "Just hurry up and give him my book back so I can go and work." So she gave him a book. And man, I was hot that afternoon. Shit, I went down to Wilmington, White Lake, everywhere down at that end of North Carolina, just wandering around, looking. Didn't worry about a damn thing. The next day I was still pissed off. I wandered around. And that afternoon, that second afternoon, about supper time, we could go to supper anytime we wanted to. It was still light. I stopped at a restaurant there in Lovington. We went on in and ate, walked on out toward the car. And there was an Indian standing close by. He was wearing a pair of overalls, and they were bleached about white, but they were clean, boy. Been ironed, pair of brogans on, they had all the dust knocked off them. A white shirt, it buttoned up to the collar, didn't have no tie, long sleeve, it buttoned all down to the cuff. 140 hell wearing a straw hat. When I got up there to him, he took off his hat. He said, "Are you Mr. Pollard?" I said, "I'm Carl Pollard. My daddy was Mr. Pollard." He said, "Well, my daughter works in the clerk of the court's office." And said, "I want to thank you for what you said in there the other day." Well, I told that lady, I said, "Ma'am, when Sergeant Farron gave us our assigned areas, he didn't tell us to arrest Oxendine, Lears, Chavis, and Locklears. He said, he said enforce the motor vehicle laws." That's what I was doing. And this Indian said, "I appreciate what you said." I said, I said exactly what I felt. I said, "I didn't come down here to arrest just Indians. I came down here to do my job." From then on, I got along with those Indians down there the best in the blame world. I was going in one morning, the Highway Patrol in its infinite wisdom had put us there staying there, troop headquarters. That was the old county home on 301 south of Fed, Old Wood, Frankville. Well, had a majority, we were all 4 working nights, had it all the damn time.
You had to stay there?
Yeah.
That's where you lived?
Yeah, that's where we lived. They didn't have nobody working days.
No, you and Mom haven't met yet.
No, Mom and I were married, but that's where we were assigned down there. See?
Oh.
Mom was still working. So there was the Highway Patrol in their wisdom. They knew good and well that we won't go hang around troop headquarters. We were going to wake up. We were going on to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you got in at 5 o'clock in the morning, you might sleep to 8, get up, take a shower, and go back to work. But Ed Avery, I remember Ed. I knew Red, he was one of the first highway patrolmen I ever knew, because he was stationed there in Durham. Called me one morning about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Red talked real slow. He said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'll be at headquarters in about a half hour." He said, "Wait for me." I got up early. He pulled in right about the same time I did. Said, "What in the hell you got going on with these damn Indians down here?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Every damn time I stop one of them, he wants to know if I'm Mr. Pollen." I said, "No, I'm Red Agent."
Okay, stop right there for a minute. Pop, this